Thank you guys, thank you. So I work at IHOP, the pancake place. You guys been there? Thank you. It's the corporate office and marketing, but it's always a way better reaction when I just leave it at IHOP. People immediately break eye contact with me, just back up from the conversation. It's good. It is weird working there. I was in a meeting with about 20 adults where we all got together to discuss the Rudy Tooty Rebooty. And I was the only one that laughed in that meeting. Everyone turned and looked at me like I just told them I don't watch Game of Thrones. That same disappointing look. It's great. If you guys ever want to find the scariest people in LA, just post something on the free section of Craigslist. I had about 35 people contact me in one day for my used mattress. And the lucky winners I picked, they showed up with face tattoos, and they acted like they were stealing the mattress from me. They ran into my apartment, grabbed the mattress, threw it down 2 flights of stairs, and ran out. I was like, you guys know that I'm giving this to you, right? You don't have to do this. They called me a minute later, and they were like, yo, you got any rope? I assume it was to tie the mattress to the car, but I'm really not sure. I didn't have rope, but I found some caution tape in the laundry room of my building, so I gave that to them. So I gave them a used mattress and caution tape, so I'm pretty sure I'm involved in some sex crime now. My DNA is all over that mattress. I'm single. Let's talk about it. I had a weird experience on the dating app Bumble, where I matched with a guy who lives in Seattle, Washington. He was just passing through, and but we continued to talk on the phone and FaceTime. He was gonna buy a plane ticket to come back and see me. But one day he was like, Lindsay, before I buy this ticket, there's a couple things I have to tell you. And I was like, this sounds good, cool. He was like, first of all, I live in my car. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's why you always FaceTime me outside. I thought you had roommates or enjoyed the outdoors, or I don't know. Then he told me he's still legally married. Just casually slid that in there. But then he paused and he was like, finally, I smoke cigarettes. That's the one out of the 3 that's the deal breaker for me. I don't mind being your mistress and sleeping in the back of your 4Runner, but it's your musk of Camel Lights is where I draw the line. It's too much. So I'm not on Bumble anymore. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. Was it really a long-distance relationship if you didn't have a home? I don't know. I am a hypochondriac, but I actually get hurt a lot too, so it's really confusing. I never know if I should go to the emergency room or take a nap. I went to the ER 4 times last year, and a lot of it was actually legit. I shattered my elbow, I got a concussion, I was mugged, the usual stuff people go through. But it got to the point where the radiology guy recognized me. He was like, Lindsay, another x-ray? I was like, you know it, Steven, let's do this. I'm just trying to die from that radiation exposure. It's my most expensive suicide attempt so far. I'm also always aggressively flirting with the doctors when I'm there, because if I marry a doctor, who cares what my deductible is? I don't even need insurance. It's just free. I'll be at home with my doctor husband and I'll be like, babe, check out this bump. What do you think? Am I gonna die? And he'll be like, babe, that's your shoulder blade. And then I just move on with my life. It's great. I have a couple tattoos, as you guys can see. I know I'm cool. But a lot of people like to ask me what they mean. What's the story? Is that woman your grandma? I get that all the time. I'm always like, no, my grandma's not a 200-year-old Victorian woman. But I don't have any cool stories, and people will get mad at me. They're like, who is she? So now I have to tell them she's my barista from Starbucks. Her name's Raven. She makes a type macchiato, so I was like, let's just throw her on there forever. Why not? Because then you have people on the other end of the spectrum, their tattoos have way too much meaning, and it's usually pretty obvious. Like, only God can judge me. Like, we get it, you've been to prison. Or like my ex-boyfriend had a big Celtic cross on his chest because his parents told me he was part Irish. Like, who isn't though, right? Like, my personal favorite are the girls on the inside of their wrist. It will say stuff like, breathe, because they need a reminder for that. I'm like, does the other wrist say, take out your tampon? All right, thank you guys. I'm Lindsay Cowan.